coming in win here for Kogan. Good battle going on that left side as Thornhill will be able to come out with it, but Matala put this one right back in as we'll talk again about these two teams' journeys, how they got here. Long journeys for both these two teams. Gets us onto the final. It's Kogan under a lot of pressure there. With the team of throwing though. That's the team in blue. They both went through the re-entry rounds, dropping their opening couple matches. As Thornhill got taken out by Dixie and International FC got taken out by Etobicoke. Get here towards this final. But they fought back through the re-entry games, got through all the rounds so easily. They played 8 matches, did IFC to get here towards this final. And looking on Thornhill, they played 7 games themselves. So it's a long journey to get here. And it's coming down to this. Can IFC pull back 2 in the second half? But here comes Thornhill onto the attack. Dahl. Little dummy play there from Azayat. Nadal will play towards him. That's why Hercules. Towards the Gitsos. He's going to chip it forward towards the left side. Nadal will be able to get to this one. Nadal with the cross, but there is Popo once again. The goalkeeper for IFC's been the busier of the 2 goalkeepers. And he had to come in big there once again for his team. Campbell Dennis trying to chip it forward. As it's going to continue to bounce around. Might have hit the hand there. Looks like it did hit off the hand of a Thornhill player, and it's going to go for a free kick for the IFC team. Again, these two teams played against each other back on June 23rd. As both these two teams do come from the York Region Soccer League. It was a 3-0 victory for Thornhill Bolts, but Dingra, Kendall, and Alzayan. So 2 defenders, and Alzayan getting the goals in that one. As here comes the high boot there from Dingra. That's going to be too strong, though, to get towards the Dahl. And it goes out here for a goal kick. The IFC fans are trying to make their noise, see if they can get one back. If they find themselves getting one back early, I think they still stand a chance here in this one. But longer it goes on, harder will it take here for International FC Academy. That's a hard challenge there from Modi. No call there. Surprising. Play will still continue here on this left side as a bunch of players watch this ball as Butcher trying to force his way in through and gets those headed back towards his keeper and reset. Capiteo under some pressure, some high press coming in from IFC. They almost succeed there as Butcher is able to get it around Dingra, and it's going to be a free kick in favor by the IFC squad. That's the type of attack there for Spectrum Butcher. Might have got away with the initial foul. And now the retaliation with his team a free kick. This is like a great set piece opportunity if they are able to get one back. Here comes the free kick. Not going to danger anyone, though. A miss hit there towards the near post. And plenty of time for Morgan to be able to grab it. He's going to hit this one high and up the field to try to get it towards Garon. But there is Anthony Bonanno to shut down any counterattack. There's a hard challenge to Botala and Dadal. Collide with one another. It's going to be a free kick for IFC at the end of the day as Botala got knocked down by the Thornhill player. That's their first time ball towards the middle of the field. Diving in there is Mazzoli, who's come back on the field to play to try to win it. But here it gets cleared, and now it's the other opportunity here for Thornhill. Tanagio Takopulo saved by Coco. As he did a good job there again, the left foot, as Robert Panagio Takopoulos was able to get onto goal. That could have ended that one, in my opinion, if they were able to get the fourth. As this game has not changed from the first half. End-to-end through ball fun. If there's a headline, we're going to be calling it that. As the ball will get played towards this far side of the field. And I think it's going to be offside. Yes, it will. Against Mazzolio, we fall back for a free kick. Ontario Soccer is pleased to welcome SportCheck, Canada's largest sports retailer, as its official sporting goods retail partner. Both partners shared the goal of inspiring Ontarians to live healthy, active lifestyles by making sport and activity more fun, approachable, and inclusive. With a vast assortment of apparel and equipment, the very best athletic brands in the world, SportCheck strives to help athletes and enthusiasts of all levels succeed. SportCheck.ca for more as the ball right between these legs. Remy Barone doing it again in the 53rd minute. As another chance there, Remy Barone just being a lethal player up on an attack, gets on the end of that one. And Conco can't believe it as he lets someone right through the legs. And again, almost out of nothing there. But Barone gets his third of the match. And might be enough here to seal home this boys under 15 Ontario Cup final. We have substitution upcoming here for Thornhill. As checking into the game, we Leo Zambri. Zambri will take off Panagio Takopoulos, the man who just had the chance a few minutes ago. But it's now 4-1. Thornhill Bullets flying their way through, but here comes IFC the other way as Capiteo, though, will get over in time to block that one down as he'll utilize his goalkeeper to get himself out of danger. Modi. Towards Dingra. Quick passes as it goes back and forth towards Modi. Tries to play towards the middle of the field. Headed away in Zofsky. Tries to pass it off towards Agwumba. And as Agwumba has some time, utilizes his players on the far side of the field. Another clearance away there, and a second opportunity here for IFC. And the Thornhill team defeated Rexdale before losing towards Dixie in the re-entry game. They defeated Vaughan before advancing to face Brampton, Kitchener TFC, Ajax, and then a 5-1 win against Caledon in the semifinal. Got them here towards this MilkUP Ontario Cup final. This IFC squad took down East York before dropping a result towards Etobicoke. North York and Windsor was their battle in the re-entry rounds as Modi gets called for that ball, not keeping that ball in play. No, be a throw-in. And so they defeated Dixie, Woodbridge, and Vaughan in some very tight-knit affairs, and then a 1-0 victory over at Etobicoke got them towards this final. Isaiah and control that one. And now here comes IFC the other way, screaming for that ball as Mazzoli, but they don't play it up towards him just yet. So trying to use another one of their players. That's Bonono. Nice move from him, but it's going to get called back for offside. Morgan does make the save regardless. The Bananos working together on that right side of the field. Phillip working with Anthony. Isaiah being forced all the way backwards as Capiteo will put this one back towards the midfield. 4-1 is the score now for the Thornhill Bolts over International FC Academy. But right now, a lot of pressure being put on towards the backline and Josh Morgan. He's forced to kick this one all the way up the field. Good job there from Ibaneo. Who's going to try to win that one back. Referee, though, waves the advantage. And here comes the through ball for Barone once again. Barone, center pass. Man, wide open. But Zambri couldn't get enough on that one. And now, of course, a save there from Mateo Coco once again. Thornhill continuing on to attack. A nice sliding challenge from Ibaneo. Forces another attack to get shut down. So it'll be a corner kick for Thornhill Bolts. Down on the field, though, as Jackson Vazovsky, midfielder for IFC. Looks like he's going to need some help. Looks like one of those hamstring cramps for the midfielder. And he's waving towards the bench saying, no, keep me on here. Keep me on. Don't take me off. As we get set up for this Thornhill corner kick. The Tola gets knocked down before the ball's played. He looks towards the referee, but the kick still resumes here. And here comes Barone once again. He falls down from that shove from Bocha. That'll be a free kick for Thornhill. Campbell Dennis or set piece taker getting ready to set for this one as it goes right around the penalty mark. And there's Barone once again, but his header doesn't go on to goal. As it goes out for a goal kick. As here comes substitutions for both teams. They're on Kenmo to get that injury. Will come back into the game as will Van Zakropoulos. Checking out the game will be Desert Hercules, as well as Yanel Zayat. Into the game here for IFC as well will be Cosmo Monteleone and Gabriel Rabinovich. I'll take off Ali Kogan. I'm not sure who the second player was. I missed that one, but coming into the game with Monteleone and Rabinovich now for IFC. Towards that 1 hour mark. There's a high foot there from Anthony Bonanno. And he'll be the first one to enter the book here for the referee binning. Anthony Bonanno, first one here, and only took an hour, much longer than I would have expected here based on the way these two teams are playing. Danger, I wanted to take the set piece, but I got told by the coaches to step off of it. As this one's going to get crossed in. Nicely played and good header from Getsos. That's with trouble. Coco in goal, but great ball, good header. And Thornhill continues to press. The dog finds Barone. Barone threw ball in towards the Zambri. And it gets poked aside by Emineo, and it goes for a kick for the Bolts as they just are taking control here. They, with that fourth goal, they kind of deflated the sails a little bit for this IFC squad. They know, okay, 2 goals, we have a chance. 3-1 might be a little bit difficult here. And Thornhill's trying to put it to bed here, urging themselves to get one more. Get the first header. That ball will poke out through the other side, and Zekaropoulos is going to be able to continue the attack. So this is towards Zambri. Zambri under the pressure there does well to hold his way down, and it's going to be a free kick. And Zambri does get knocked down a second time. It'll come all the way back for set piece opportunity once again for Raekwon Campbell Dennis. Manano running towards us, putting the ball down, saying, let's get the game moving, get set up, take this set piece. Comes a free kick right towards Coco, who deflects that one aside. Didn't feel comfortable making the catch there. We're punched it aside, making sure if he can't 100% grab it, deflect aside, don't let the opportunity happen for the rest of the team as it goes for a corner kick. Little 1-2 right off the corner, trying to get it. But Emineo is there once again. Another corner kick opportunity here for Campbell Dennis. So it goes towards the far post now. A bicycle. No chance there was coming in as Getsos was feeling it. Those hands can connect, but still attack still continues as Emineo takes a touch there. And Koku tries to come out of his goal to save it from being another corner kick. But he doesn't succeed, and it'll be another corner kick for the Bulls, this time on the opposite corner of the field. This one's going to look towards that goalkeeper. Nice hands once again from Coco. Able to deflect it by as they try to clear it away as IFC, but they still can't get this ball out of that final third. The Doll crosses in. Wide open. Side-footed ball. He hits off the crossbar. 3 red jerseys were left wide open, and Barone almost got himself one more to add to his tally. Thank you to Ontario Soccer Partner Soccer Express for their first-class support. As Canada's premier soccer apparel and equipment dealer, Soccer Express has everything needed to take your game to the next level. Visit soccerx.com to check out the latest gear from Adidas, Nike, Puma, Admiral, and more. Zambri leads his team in throwing. He'll take this one in quickly towards the foot of Campbell Dennis, but he had 3 blue jerseys around him. As they try to switch towards this left side, and here comes a run. It is Butcher. Butcher, though, can't get to it before Capiteo does. And Capiteo will clear it aside to allow his teammates to get back into some defensive shape. Taking it quickly, but can't get himself through. It might get himself a second opportunity here, but he'll be there to deflect that one aside. As there's a hard challenge in behind, but it's going to get called all the way back for offside regardless. Well, communication right here. They thought they won a free kick. That's going to be offside instead. High boot up that gets over the head of Natala. Barone trying to hustle, but not enough on the speed there as that ball will roll its way up for a goal kick. And now they can make the substitution, Will IFC, as Michael Nalbandian will be making his first appearance into this one. He'll be replacing Jackson Bizovsky, who picked up a knock earlier. as the referee will use this time to call these teams over for a water break. We'll wait here for a couple of minutes here as these teams chat out with their coaches and see how they can finish off the rest of this match. Following this match, we're looking at the women's final. So we see King City Royals going against London Lions FC Galaxy. Water break is complete, and the players have returned themselves back onto the field of play. As you're ready to conclude the second half of action between Thornhill Bolts and International FC Academy in this boys under 15 MilkUP Ontario Cup final. It's 4-1 right now for Thornhill Bolts over IFC. As Thornhill is leaving themselves well on their way towards this Cup Championship and represent Ontario as well at the National Championships in Charlottetown, PEI. Comes a boot all the way down the line, and Tadal is going to take the smart play and hit it back towards his defense. As Bonanno not giving up on this play, though. I like the high press coming from IFC, not giving up, and especially forcing this defense to make some turnovers. As you see a hard battle going in between a couple of players, and IFC will win themselves a free kick as a Goomba had a player all over his back. Taking in quickly, can't get over the head of Getsos. And nice little chip there from Campbell Dennis, but Emanio is able to shift over. Coming back in the game, Robert Panagiotakopoulos will come back into the game. And he will take off Ben Zakharopoulos. That's a nice little spin move there from Albanian, able to get the through ball in towards Butcher. Butcher gets tripped up there, still continues in as an Albanian. A little bit of a late trip there, and Campbell Dennis not liking that one. Responds back with a push. But the players are all good. Campbell Dennis thought that was on purpose, but we're all good here, and the play will resume here with the throw-in for the Bolts. There comes a chip forward, and there he is once again. It is Barone onto the attack. Tala, who's done well since coming on the field. He's done a good job every time he's had to fight for it. He has won his challenges. As coming back into the game will be Dekarai Desron Hercules. He'll come in to take this throw and tee off Sahil Modi. And get by the head of Motala as it goes towards the midfield. That's Getsos. We'll spread this one out wide. Ingram tries to play across, and that one gets blocked. Second opportunity. Will pop it out towards the other side, and Barone will be offside. Kalko telling his players move off here. He's going to be the one responsible for taking this kick. It's going to be a high boot up, and no blue jersey is there. And Campbell Dennis still can't control that one as he tried to flick it forward, and it goes out for a throw. And as here comes the substitution. Checking out will be Antonio Consigliere, and into the game, Harris Zapic. There's Zapic right there. Gets a couple headers onto that one as he gets towards Butcher. Now Butcher trying to push his way through, bounces off the first time off of Dazran Hercules, and Butcher falls down hard, and he's still down on the turf of play, continues. So go all the way up here. And as we take a look towards the injured player in behind, that is Butcher. Just waiting for the indication, and yes, the medical staff will come over, take a look at the injured player here, but we'll get the things going out here shortly as we get some talks here from the Thornhill coaching session. Stay disciplined, don't lose focus. Game's still going on. SportsEngine is the official technology partner of Ontario Soccer and is the leading provider of sport relationship management software for youth and amateur sport. Check out sportsengine.com/solutions to see how they can help keep your club running in stride on and off the pitch this season. As a SportsEngine. Looks like a bit of the ankles right now. Making sure that he could still move it. Everything's okay. Came in with a little bit of a hard collision with the Thornhill player. And Butcher will be able to get back onto his feet. Not able to put much pressure onto it. So his day might be done here. And Brendan Vitale ready to re-enter himself into the game. So Vitale in for Butcher. And we get ready to resume play with the thrower. Well, Dennis, nice little footwork from him. A nice hustle coming in from Agwumba. Able to body him aside to be able to shut down that one coming right on to goal. Dinger trying to cross this one right back into danger. As there's Barone. Barone tripped up by Rabinovich as he slips himself past him and he wins himself a free kick. Just a simple move. It's just been the speed and tenacity of Raymond Barone. It's just been too much for this IFC defense to be able to handle. Here comes the boot up. A beautiful free kick off the back post and in. Robert Pentrotechopoulos puts it home. And that will definitely put the curtains onto that one. As he scores in the 75th minute with an absolute screamer over the goalkeeper. And it's just one of those just perfectly, we talked about earlier, those looping balls. You never know when they're going to drop. And Pentrotechopoulos was able to make it pay as he puts it off that post and in. And Thornhill Bolts lead 5-1. And they're definitely got themselves a couple of hands on the trophy. As there go the Flares. Take a good look at that. They got the Flares here ready to cheer on the Bolts. The Flares are here ready in the smoke. Gotta love the smoke here for the Bolts. As they are firing right now as they take that extra lead off that real beautiful free kick. After that one, Dinger was substituted off. As they made a substitution, did the Bolts. As Barone continues to fight forward, as in Matala will be able to poke it aside, and it looks like the Bolts are ready to put in their backup goalkeeper. Ty Collis is coming ready to make a brief appearance in the end of this one. As Zahic will be able to poke that one up the field. It'll be shielded all the way across. And so we'll see here as Collis is getting his last seconds warm up in before he makes his appearance into this game for the Bulls. Some good shielding coming in from Alzayat. And Maneo will be able to shift over and clear that one set for another throw in for the Bulls. Gabenro getting ready to come in as well for IFC. Comes substitution. Gabenro coming in. And it will be Philip Bonanno, the goal scorer for IFC. Got that first goal. Gave themselves International FC Academy a little bit of sense of light to that first half, but it's just been Thornhill bullets all the way for since. Barone passes this one off, and joining onto the attack will be Bassan. Bassan will get bodied off there. Gabenro making his first interaction in that one as he wins his team a throw and does Gabenro. Couple of feet back and forth. And it'll be another free kick here for IFC. And here comes that high looping ball headed away by Kenmo. As they continue to knock that ball around on this left side, as Bassan will be able to get to a nice little 1-2 going on here for the Bulls, but they are not able to return the pass there towards Panagiotopoulos. Dadal looking towards the referee, thinking he should have got himself a free kick there, but his teammates are continuing to move this ball forward. Barone, nice dummy run from him. Goes through, avoids a sliding challenge from Matala. He keeps this one in, and he passes it off, and not much onto the shot, though, from Campbell Dennis, but great individual effort once again from Remy Barone. Found himself a hat trick in this game, and if you show that little sequence right there, you can see why he's got 3 goals in this game. IFC just moving down the field here with throw-ins as they're getting ready to empty the bench with substitutions coming out here shortly. Another chance here for Anthony Bonanno. And finally, Kenmo will put it back in towards the middle of the field and will resume playing. Rabinovic is this one up the field and giving up chase is Vitali. As Tapateo will get it back towards Morgan, who knocks it up the field. Rabinovic into the midfield for Monteleone. Bonanno. The 1-2, but it gets blocked on the return pass, and it's a quick attack the other way. Alzaya is through. Can Alzaya put it home? Yes, he will. Yad Alzaya tacks on 1 more for the Thornhill Bulls. As Ivaneo tries to do a quick 1-2 in defensive partners, and it was poked away by Alzayat, and he takes it all the way into goal. And it's shot on the side and it goes into the net. And they increase their lead. Soon, another deserving team will engrave their name into Ontario Cup history, receive their medals, and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nuthers, the award store. For more than 50 years, Nuthers, the award store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nuthers.com. Both teams have emptied the benches here as Thornhill Bolts lead 6-1 over International FC Academy as the smoke continues to rise. And the Sea of Red fans. Dinger continuing it here with Ken Molliston. He is returned back onto the field of play. Yep. Getsos. Dinger. That's our Hercules. The one touch there from Campbell Dennis. Trying to continue on to that run is Zambri, but clears up the field by IFC. The second boot up by Nalbandian. Butcher back onto the field to play, came back on, had a bit of an ankle injury. Looks like he's recovered. He's back on now for IFC. As players are fighting for that ball in the air, and it'll be Dadal who figures that ball out. Hassan now. Ball's continuing the possession. Looks like we got an injured IFC player, Zahic, holding onto his calf right now, but it looks like he's going to continue on as he tries to play a through ball up. But it'll be too far ahead, and Ty Collis will make his first impression of this one. As Zahic holding onto that hamstring right now, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue here in this one, as the Thornhill players will kick this one out of play to deal with the injured IFC midfielder. We saw Zahic was holding that hamstring earlier. Looked like just a cramp there. So he's having a discussion here with the medical staff. And he'll come off the field, it looks like. Phil Bonanno ready back into the game here to replace the injured Zahic. And play will be resumed here with the drop ball. And we're ready to resume play here with the Bolts back in possession. Referee waves advantage as this ball goes all the way out though for a goal kick. Dadal will be one of the players coming off here as Thornhill's taking off their starters now, emptying and their bench getting themselves a few minutes in, and Bassan will be coming off as well. Zagaropoulos and Lodi get themselves back into the game. Good shielding right there from Vitali. It will be a foul there. It's got a little bit too much up to the shoulder of Vitali. And Italian players keep going. The attacker looks like he's dropped back. He's going to be playing defense for his team. So here comes the boot in from Brzezowski. That one took a low deflection, but there is Collis. Fall down the ball, give his team a few more seconds. Down. Back for Kogan. And Kogan will return it back towards Coco. The scoreline doesn't look like it, but I got to give credit. Mateo Coco's played a strong game in goal today. He just hasn't had the support there from his team. And he's made some good saves. He's made some good punches when he's needed. It's just been one of those days for the IFC keeper. I don't know that. Thornhill player leaves it as he knew he was going to be offside. As we find out from the indication here, we will be having 3 minutes out of time. As here comes a nice ball in. While Collis comes out of his goal. As well there, he's able to clear that one up the field. Three players coming ready to get back on the field. Capateo's coming getting ready. The Sun, as well as Barone, getting ready to come back into the game. Probably just to make a final appearance out on the field for the final whistle. As Vitali is towards the midfield. There's Barone. Nice touch from him. This is going to be a dangerous one here for Collis. And Collis will drop back. I was going to allow the chance here. Again, Ben Neuro can't put it home, and he can't believe it. He saw the goalkeeper coming. I saw the great lights of the goal and just mishit it. And it's just been that kind of day for International FC Academy. There's Vitali into the middle. As I heard from the Thornhill coaching staff, they wanted to have all the players who have been here for the very beginning to be on the field at the very end. So that's why they made those substitutions, get those players on us. It's going to go back here for an offside against IFC. And he'll be replayed here with Bassan. It's passed though. Modi won't be able to get to it, but Bassan does well to win it right back. A battle between Bassan and Albanian, and Bassan will be the player to come out with that one as he gets it off towards Kenbo. Bassan is tripped out, but referee will allow play to continue. Once here comes a through ball in for Barone. Barone trying to drive his way through. And he gets shut down by Ibaneo. And I don't know. Back towards his defense, and they'll boot this one up the field. And Gabenro battling harder with the player. And Gabenro was going to get called for that foul as he was battling with Desert Hercules. He can't believe it. He's shouting it out towards the assistant referee, is Gabenro. It's going to fall towards the deaf ears as we reach the 90th in these final 3 minutes of additional time in this MilkUP Ontario Boys Under 15 Cup Final. There's a hard challenge there. That's Capiteo. I think that's Imaneo who's down. Capteo fell on top of the IFC player. And looks like he might have hurt the side of his body or his arm on the fall. Looks like it's just the side. Mineo doesn't want to come off the pitch. And here he comes. He's getting towards the He's got to come off, and then he'll get exported back on after this free kick. As he holds on towards that ribs, but it looks like he's going to be okay. So he gets set up for this set piece. Good cross. Just couldn't get onto the header. There was Capiteo. And referee awards a corner kick. IFC defense can't believe it there. They felt like nobody touched it. It looked like it hit off of Capiteo last, but the assistant referee had the better view onto that one from that angle. So it'll be a corner kick regardless now here for the Thornhill Bolts as they're looking to put the final stamp onto this final. Comes the corner, headed away by Kogan. And Banana will be able to settle it as he'll turn it back towards Kogan, who tries to chip this one up the field. As there'll be a handball going against Bassan. And Bassan's going to get himself a yellow card there for kicking the ball after the whistle. They're cheering out as the FC fans cheer, play to the whistle as there goes that final whistle. And your boys under 15 MilkUP Ontario Cup champions are the Thornhill Bullets in an emphatic victory over International FC Academy. Let's thank again and congratulate both these two teams for making the entire journey all the way here to make it towards this cup final. They've done a great job. They've done everything they can to hold this teams. They've accomplished it all. And congratulations as well go towards the Bulls for bringing it home and this cup final. Thank you again to our proud partners for today's event. Special recognition goes to our premier partners from Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing the MilkUP Ontario Cup. Dairy Farmers of Ontario proudly support youth soccer while driving awareness of the benefits of milk in a healthy and active lifestyle to help young athletes realize their untapped potential. We also extend our gratitude to our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, our premier partners, Toronto FC and CPL, and our community partners, SportCheck, as well as Respected Sport, Soccer X, SportsEngine, and others. The award store. I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in for this one. And don't go anywhere. The women's final is coming up next. But until next time, folks, we'll see you guys later. I don't know how this 6:30. That's more.
And what are we going to do? I know this like I did have to get the then serious injury. Or you see well, finally go do it. Okay. There we go. I'd rather do it. I thought it was